us a little bit about your strategies. Would you share with us how to win customers' loyalty?
Yeah, of course. So with my years and experience on customer service, I've worked different industries as well, and I always deal with customers. It's my thing. So even if the strategy can sound very logical to you, sometimes we forget about them. And you can apply whatever business you have, you can apply them. So the first one, I use empathy to communicate with my client first. It's always good for you to put yourself in your customer's shoes first, so you can start to build trust and start to open the space to communicate better with your customer and for him to trust you, because without trust, the sale is not happening. So I think those strategies are very important. I would say the empathy, and I'll say listening very well your customer. Know what's exactly the struggles and the needs that this person has. So you can also adapt your plan, adapt to the strategy that you're going to have when it comes to presenting your product. You also don't know what kind of customer you're dealing with. Sometimes we deal with skeptical people that really don't believe in our services or products. So you need to sometimes work on this mental schemes first. I also really like to work on storytelling and tell people stories and build up their emotionality before tapping to the sales process, because that's all sales is about. It's an emotional reaction. And if you build that space and if you start to engage your customer talking about the specifics of your product, but then like telling a story, it's going to be much better for that customer to be receptive to your message.
One popular reminder in customer service is the customer is always right. In a service provider's perspective, how do you feel about that statement?
Yeah, that's good, because that's what we are told all the time, right? Customer is always right. And, it's good when you're actually training your team. It's probably good to pass this message, but then you need to understand that even the customer sometimes is not right, and that actually happens a lot. Your message has to be always positive and constructive and resolutive, meaning that you always need to present solutions, be positive, and understand your customer as much as possible. That's the message. The customer is always right. He's not always right, and we all know that. Sometimes we have very, I like to say, demanding customers, but the mindset that you have to create around it is that I'm going to do my best. This customer is going to trust me. This client is going to trust, and I'm going to help them in every way I can.
So can you tell us some examples? What do you suggest is not that expensive way to increase the customer experience, to win customers' loyalty?
Yeah, sometimes it's the little details. You don't have to go spend a lot of money or go crazy about these kind of things. But for me, for example, I personally collect the date of birth of my clients, and I send them a personal note to their invoice saying happy birthday, and it was personalized. It made them really happy. So I think sometimes it's the details and creating this kind of experience like that makes your customer will know and not forget about your company.
So, Joana, would you agree with Jeffrey Gitmer, who said customer satisfaction is worthless, customer loyalty is priceless? And why?
I would agree, because there's such value on having customers that are your raving fans and actually advocate for your brand and talk about your brand and want other people to engage in your product. So I think having a loyal client is a marketing strategy for sure.